First moment, biography of Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe was born on January 9, age 9 in Boston, Massachusetts, and died on October 7, age 49 in Baltimore at the age of 30. He was an American writer, poet, literary critic, and editor, widely regarded as one of the greatest masters of the short story and the pioneer for psychological horrors. His life was marked by tragedy. Offered at a young age, he was taken in by the Anna family, though never formally adopted. He studied at the University of Virginia and later at West Point Military Academy, but left both due to financial and personal uses. Poe was the first American writer to attempt living solely from his literary work, which led to a life of poverty and instability. Most relevant works. Among his most famous works are the short stories The Telltale Heart, The Ball of the House of Usher, The Black Eye, The Mothers, in the Rue Morgue, The Purloined Letter, and The Pit and the Pendulum. His most notable poems include The River and Annabel Lee. Literary movements. Poe is associated with Romanticism, especially the Dark Romanticism subgenre, which explored the darker aspect of human nature, death, madness, and the supernatural. He also influenced the French Symbolist movement and had a lasting impact on Surrealism. Most used literary genres. He primarily wrote horror histories, detective fiction. He is considered the inventor of the genre, lyric poetry, and early forms of science fiction. Literary period. His work belonged to the 19th century, within the movement known as the American Renaissance, a period of cultural and literary growth in the United States. Second movement, analysis of the river. The River is one of Poe's most iconic poems, published in 1835. It combines emotional depth with a strictly poetic structure. Central theme, the poet centers on grief and loss, obsession with death and openness. The narrator mourns the absence of his beloved, near and sick, supernatural, absurd, but received only the repeated word nevermore. Main characters. The protagonist is a lonely, intellectual, and melancholic man, representing human angst in the face of death. The Raven has a symbolic future, has a silent antagonist, delivering a changing truth. Conflicts. The conflict is internal and psychological. The narrator struggles with despair, longing to comfort, and descending into madness. The river offers no solace, only a reminder of eternal suffering. Poetic structure. The poem is composed of 6 stanzas with a mirror that combines structure, octameter, and tetrameter. It features internal rhyme, alliteration, and repetition, creating an hypnotic and somber rhythm. Composition. The poem is rich in Gothic imagery, dark symbolism, and repetition phrase nevermore, building an atmosphere of growing anguish. Poe used poetic language as a vehicle for expressing madness and obsession,